is that house worth $100 million? It's worth $100 million, I guess, in this system, right? Because there's this much money. But if you begin to contract that money supply, you cannot have these higher priced assets because they can't be justified. They're all relative based upon the amount of money that's in the system. Their price is relative. And so I think that's one of the major takeaways here is that when you see this inflation that's rising and you say, well, the grocery stores are charging me more, the chicken's going up, and these butchers are really making a bunch of money. Listen, that's exactly what the Fed wants you to think. That's exactly how they've played it all throughout history. These central bankers, back for the last several hundred years since they started back in the Bank of England, they always point their finger at the merchant. They never take the blame, right? They'll always say, look at these greedy merchants always trying to get more. And they start bringing in price controls after they have created all this inflation. So in essence, this is a big disaster that's waiting to happen. It is a disaster in slow motion. It's a train wreck that's happening as we speak. And you look around and you see the price of stocks rising. You see the price of gas rising. You see the price of meat rising. You see the price of eggs rising. You see the price of food rising. And then you have people who get on TV and say, where's the inflation? I don't see the... Come on, man. You just got to go back to school. You got to go back to school. Or don't go to school because they won't teach you that. School won't teach you what inflation is. They'll tell you the Fed line. They'll tell you, well, it's whenever greedy merchants want more money and they raise prices. But that's not inflation. Inflation occurs when the money itself is created. Have we had money created in this system over the last several years? Yes and amen. So, therefore, is there inflation in the system? Yes, there is plenty of inflation.